Hi, welcome to Angels in the Diner. Each year we tell the story about how this community comes together, opens their heart, and gives to the needy at this time of year. And Angels is a metaphor for the wonderful people and the businesses in our community that help so much. There's the Portuguese channel, a telethon, and we have, of course, the kettle ringing, and so many other events going on. However, over the years, one event has truly been a premier event, and that is the Neediest Families Fund. I'm with Linda Andrade Rodrigues, the religion editor of the Standard Times, who joins me to talk just about how very important the newspaper has been in this effort. And nice to have you here, Linda.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
You bet. The inspiration of what the newspaper does can't even be told in words, the impact you have with the Neediest Families Fund. Give us a few of the anecdotal stories that you've been familiar with over the years.
Last year we had a little girl who was pushed around in a carriage in middle school, and it was so hard for her to be treated like a baby. So we were able to ask for a scooter, and this lovely couple came into the Standard Times and donated one, a bright red scooter that empowered this little girl and just made all the difference in the world. And it just tugged on your heartstrings, this story, and my readers, they're just so generous.
Absolutely, and this is the real character of our community.
It is
when everyone comes together, they hear the stories of these different people who have their own needs, and through the wonderful writings of the stories in the Standard Times, people respond. When you see that happening, what does it do to you?
I have the best job, and it's the most important thing I do, because as religion editor, I write about faith, and the Neediest Families Fund is about faith in action. It's about loving thy neighbor. It's about being thy brother's keeper. It's an amazing job, just answering the phones and listening to these people that they have enough and just a little bit extra, and they share that little bit extra.
Does that happen also during the tough economic times? You know, will people call and say, things aren't the way they used to be, but I still want to donate, maybe not as much, but I still want to donate to the Neediest Families Fund.
Yes.
Does that happen?
Yes. Last year I had a call from an unemployed man who had been given a turkey, and he said, I want to give it to that family that I read about. So he was doing without. What a sacrifice.
Awesome. That is awesome. Linda, what is the Neediest Families Fund?
It is a partnership with the Salvation Army. We work hand in hand. Our part is that we send a reporter to interview the families that have been screened and have applied at the Salvation Army. And then we publish that story on the front page of the paper every day from Thanksgiving through Christmas. And our readers read the stories, and they send in donations.
That's awesome.
And the donations can be sent to the Standard Times at 25 Elm Street. They can drop them off during regular business hours, or they can do it online at www.southcoasttoday.com/Nēediest.
Oh, that sounds great. I know the Standard Times has been involved for years. Give us a background on it. How was it inspired, and when did it start that you know of?
Well, it started in 1921, and the mission was to help the children, and it continued throughout the Depression, and in the past 7 years I've been involved in it, and it continues to grow, and it doesn't matter what the economic climate is. It's about giving, and these people in New Bedford, they know how to give. They're so generous. It's such a pleasure to pick up the phone, because sometimes they're crying. They've read the story and they're crying.
Sure.
And it touches them, and it touches me too.
And you know, you relate that empathy and all of those feelings in the wonderful stories that you publish each and every day.
Yes.
The photographs, and of course the list of donors that we hope, Linda, is going to grow and grow and grow this
Yes.
year. As I thank you for joining us, let me just end on this. The Standard Times has been truly the pillar of this Neediest Families Fund for years. You have our thanks, our appreciation, and our gratitude for everything that the newspaper does in our community. It truly brings the community together with this wonderful effort.
We thank you so much for this opportunity and for all you do.